Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Builds. I'm your host, Michael May, and today we gotta have man talk. We gotta have man talk, boys. We gotta do this. Fellas, buckle up. This is gonna be a tough one. Y'all know I am offensive intentionally. The intent is to wake you guys up. This is gonna be a rough ride today, but we gotta do it, man. If y'all new here, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to those on the playback. Make sure you also like up the video. We're gonna dive right into this today, right? Because today's topic, this is not the first time we've had this conversation. Now, fellas, as you see the first of all, shout out to Coach Greg Adams of the Free Agent Lifestyle. That's my guy. But as you see in the highlight of the video, it says this woman is shocked when she realized men stopped dating. Fellas, when I say this, I want you guys to really understand what's being said. Fellas, women are 10 to 15 years behind automatically. We had this conversation, fellas. I told y'all on my last stream, right? I said, fellas, if you're being honest with yourself, women stop growing mentally when they realize that they have a vagina. When women realize that they have something that men want, all they figure out is how to use it to get what they need from a man. And this is most women. The more beautiful the woman, you already know the likelihood is it's gonna be worse. But fellas, most women, I'm gonna say they're 10, but I really want to say that they're more like 15 years behind. This is why you hear women tend to say things like, now that I'm older and I'm wiser. Older and wiser tends to mean like 30, 35. So that's like 10 to 15 years. So women tend to be 10 to 15 years behind what's actually going on in the dating pool. Fellas, we've been passporting, going to different countries, traveling different places, and women are now realizing that men have stopped dating. I'm gonna say this again. Fellas, women have a hard time adjusting. Women tend to have a hard time adjusting to reality faster because the world tells us, men, fellas, the world tells us from birth, we ain't ish. I can't curse till the 10-minute mark, so we're going to keep it clean until the 10-minute mark, and then y'all know I'm going to go off. But hear me. We ain't ish. From a young kid, or you chubby, or your teeth is crooked, or whatever. You 21, 25, you ain't ish. Or you a brokey. You ain't got no money, you this and that, or... So we're told by the world, fellas, we're told by the world from day one that we ain't ish. But women, you're a princess. You're amazing. Girl, you're amazing just the way you are. See, we're surrounded by it, fellas. We are surrounded by women's affirmation. It's all over the... Fellas, Valentine's Day is coming up. Yeah, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if y'all see a commercial ad where it says Valentine's Day is approaching. Get her that diamond necklace. But nothing about men. Nothing about them. They don't say get men anything. Fellas, I want you to understand something. Dating, Valentine's Day, all of this is extortion. This is mass manipulation, but we're going to get into that in this conversation here, right? Because I think a lot of you guys don't want to accept the reality. But the reality is what it is. You can't change it. You can't change it. I guess so. When you driving up to the light and you see that light turn yellow, we all know the yellow light means slow down, prepare to stop. What do we tend to do? Speed up. We all do it. I've done it. I think I still tend to do it to this day. But if we cause an accident, that's our fault. Are you prepared? Take on that responsibility. And if you're not, you should not be speeding up on the yellow light. But I want to dive right in on this because I want you guys to understand. Women are now in 2025 realizing, where are the men? Men aren't dating now. Now they were kind of getting hip to it in 24, but it's still they are 10, 15 years behind the 8 ball. But let's tune in. Shout out to Coach Greg, man. Free agent lifestyle. I know what time it is.
I'll do more research on that topic because I'm interested. Main event, let's do it. Okay, I know you've been waiting, finally came in around. All right, here we go right here. Men have stopped dating. All right, take a look at this woman's face right here. Take a look at this woman's face. This is her video. All right, normies are always years behind. So what I'm going to tell you is what we already know.
Yep.
Okay, we already know what we're going to say here. And what seems like what we know is normal, it is not. So I must preface that because a lot of guys will say, we've already been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for 30 years, but it hasn't been the norm.
Now, I do want to say this, fellas. I want you to understand what he's saying right there is correct. Some of you guys, fellas, I went on dates by myself. See, some of you guys are not strong enough to do it. Some of you guys are not strong enough to be like, yo, I'm going to go to that restaurant by myself. You see, because it's normalized for a woman to go out by herself with her girls. It's normalized. It's something that women have been doing, but it's not natural for a man to go out eating by himself. It's not natural. So what tends to happen is now that more and more men are doing it, it's like a, oh my gosh, look what these men are doing. Men have been doing this for years. I keep telling you, fellas, just because you haven't, watch this. We got 10 in the building already. Shout out to y'all. Hear me out. Ready? Watch this. Is starvation real? Is starvation a real thing? Fellas, if you believe starvation is a real thing, put a thumbs up in the chat. Because I'm going to show you something. Right? When we say starvation is real, most women tend to say things like, well, me and my girls, we get into the bag. We get into the money. We get into the money. We going on them trips. We living our life. We not talking about you. We asking you, is starvation, is homelessness a real thing? Well, my girls ain't homeless. See, fellas, hear me out. Women tend to personalize everything. And if you don't understand that, you're going to always have an issue. But that's like me saying, ready? Hold up. I'll give you the great example. Who remembers when the whole world flipped on Lil Wayne? And he ain't never been the same since then. When people were like, oh, why aren't you standing behind Black Lives Matter? Why aren't you standing behind? And Lil Wayne was like, what is that? What is that? I want you guys to understand, from the age of 12, 13, Lil Wayne has been lifted from that struggle reality. So Lil Wayne has more time on earth being rich than being broke. So when he goes, what is that? He's speaking the truth. What is that? Like, what do you mean? Because he no longer understands. He no longer understands. Because what he went through when he was 11, 10, 9, When he was 12, 13, he was already on the billboards. He was already up there rocking with Baby. He was already up there getting money. So he is so far from the reality that when he said that, people lost their mind. I'm not supporting Lil Wayne, but you can't get mad because that's his reality. Ready? When these rappers, Jim Jones, shout out to Haas, when Jim Jones be like, yeah, yo, we certified gangster, nigga. We gangster, nigga. Blood, nigga, blood, 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 one blood. Like, so them niggas is the super gangsters of the world. But why didn't they raise their children in the projects? Why didn't they raise their children in the projects? Because they understood. They understood that their children have no idea what the hood is. What's this guy, Mr. Snowman? I'm a TRAPATR, whatever fuck he said, whatever fuck he spelled out, right? But his son went to an all-white college. His son went to one of the prestigious college. But you see what I'm saying? So just because people are no longer in the same reality you're in, you can't blame them. I don't know. But he goes, facts. Dudes been going to movies by themselves and everything. But thing is this, people don't understand it. But now that women are catching on, it's like women are like, it's like a new topic. We've been talking about this. Now, fellas, this is why we laugh at passport bros. The reason why I laugh at passport bros is this, fellas, hear me out. White men, Asian men, Chinese men, Russian men, men of all cultures have been leaving the country, traveling out of the country. So now it took a passport bro movement for you to be like, passport bros, passport. Fellas, we've been doing this. See, here's the thing. Because you guys are experiencing these things now, you think it's new. It's not new. It's not new. Fellas, do you know what it is to go sit down? Now me, I personally don't eat steak. Now, I'm trying to get into it. Me and my wife was supposed to go sit down for our anniversary the other day. My son is clearly, you can't take your son to Roof Chris. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But we're going to try it again another time. But I want to get into some steak. I want to go somewhere and just sit down. But in New York City, there's so many different options that I can go sit down somewhere, have some wine, have me a cigar. There's so many cigar lounges in New York City. Listen, there are so many cigar lounges underground, under these big high-rise buildings that you guys will never know about. You want to know why? Because you weren't invited. But if I was to come to New York City and I would invite some of you guys to the cigar lounges, you're going to be like, yo, this place is here. It's because you don't know. And that's how they like to keep it. But let's get back into this, fellas. So, what this lady is realizing ain't nothing new.
The norm is men and women date.
But listen, you're going to hear Coach Greg say what I've been saying for a while. Even him, he been saying it. Tom Liken, Randolph. Us men have been saying this for a long time. I've been saying this for at least 7 years on my Black Hoodie Talk on IG. I just started bringing my talking points over here. But hear me out. He's going to explain to you why men stop dating. And I'm going to break it down even further.
Normally, restaurant. Normally, that is the first interaction, especially inexperienced daters. And now, because men know that that's the path that women are going to take them on, because you guys have no imagination and everybody's somehow been used as propaganda, restaurants are now where we meet. We meet over food. It seemingly is loser people's first dates. All right, now, the reason I'm going to tell you this is because if you search this up, a lot of people have a problem, even as early as 2024. Does a date have to be in a restaurant? Okay, most people just assume dates are restaurants. Now, this is because dating stems from prostitution, okay?
Now, I already told y'all this. The reason why, fellas, one of the main reasons why men stop dating women, because dating, it is a form of prostitution. You don't want to admit it. You don't want to accept the hardcore truth, but you're going to get it today. Oh, you're going to get it today. Today.
I've done a stream on this, several of them, and I've broken this down.
Yes, he has.
Before people got married, before there was restaurants, all right, people didn't use restaurants to date. They had a picnic basket. They courted. They went to their parents' house, and they met the parents, the brothers, the sisters, and the family. That's called courting.
Now, I will say this. This is the reason why I tell you fellas all the time. If you're dating a woman, fellas, listen to what I'm gonna say. Y'all gonna get emotional. It's fine. If you're dating a woman over the age of, I'm gonna say 25, maybe you could push it depending on if she's still home with her dad, which she should be. If she's still home with her dad, hear me out. Fellas, never, ever let a woman of the age of 30 and up, never let a woman say, you should court me. You gotta like court me. Fellas, even in the Bible, courtship is a young woman's game. Courtship is for younger women. Courtship is not for older women because your parents are involved, your family is involved. So once women eliminate, ready? Why do you think, fellas, hear me out? I guarantee you, you want to know why women don't really want courtship? Hi, Papalingos. Why do you have this? Okay, bring this to mommy because this is glass and I don't want you to break it. Okay, relax.
Take your ass outside.
This kid be tripping sometimes. So hear me out. It's a young woman's game. Because courtship needs to have your family involved. Fellas, but like I said, the reason why women don't want to be courted, because they know if it came down to the men of their family choosing the men, they probably wouldn't choose. They wouldn't be with the thug niggas. They wouldn't be with the gangbangers, the bikers, the hoodlum niggas. They wouldn't. Those are the niggas that they like. So if they were being courted, their family wouldn't approve of them dating those kind of guys. Ready? Jim Jones, I'm a certified gangster, nigga. He's a 45-year-old, 40-plus-year-old man, still in the hood rocking bandanas, gray beard, trying to be a super thug. But I guarantee you, he wouldn't want his daughter dating him. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to speak some facts here. So, with that being said alone, that's a problem. That's a problem. So, women don't want to be courted. So, fellas, women should not be courted at all. Courtship is a young woman's game. And now I keep telling you guys, I've been saying this for the longest time. Coach been saying it. We've been doing breakdown videos showing you guys the proof. Dating is a form of prostitution. You don't have to believe it. But you know what? There are laws in place. Fellas, I keep telling y'all, your boy P. Diddy is being accused of the Mann Act. The same crime that some of you guys may be committing now. Fellas, did you know that if you take a woman on a vacation, it's a form of prostitution? Fellas, why do you think in 2018, when they decriminalized prostitution, they knew what they were doing? Because they knew the dating market was crashing. I don't want to hear this though. Let's keep going.
When courting,
I don't want to hear the
had
truth.
Prostitution, which was men taking strange women out for gifts, meals, and money. All right, that led to the modern dating strategy. Okay, where people then said you meet at restaurants for dates. Okay, where did the slave meet for dates? Where did the motherfucking people in the Alabama South meet for dates? There was no fucking restaurants.
Right.
Where did people meet for dates back in the time of the American Revolution? Back in the time where the Spanish had the Alamo. No fucking restaurants. All right, but in our mind, the date starts at the restaurant.
Yep.
Okay? And that's where it started with prostitutes. That's what it started off with, fun time girls. You took fun time girls out to restaurants.
Now, did you guys know fun time girls, it's actually a legal word. It's a legal phrase. That's what the courts use to call prostitutions. They're fun time girls. Fellas, it's called a date. Fellas, by law, they wouldn't call a woman in court a prostitute. She's a fun time girl. Fellas, what is a date? Fellas, what is a date? Because we've hijacked all the words in the English language. We've hijacked all the words. What is a date? Because some of you guys really may not know what the word date is. Watch this. Definition of a date. Definition of a date. The day of the month or the year specific by a number. The date. It says a social, romantic appointment or engagement. I'm going to say this again. A social, romantic appointment or engagement. Fellas, I want y'all to understand. This is where it stemmed from. They were called fun girls. It's a date to get together. It's an appointment. Back in the day, the fun girls, they knew what it was. You took them out, you had a good time. You spent some money, you went out to the club, you went dancing, and y'all knew what it was at the end of the night. You knew what it was. We all grown folks, you knew what it was. But in today's dating is used as manipulation. Pay attention, because you're going to hear Coach Greg say something I've been telling you guys for the longest time. Which I don't listen.
You took whores out to restaurants. 304s. Bitches you was going to fuck at the motel. That's who you took out to restaurants. Not your future wife.
He said, isn't date a term used? Yes. Dating is a form of prostitution. Yes. Yes. Yes, 100%. Right. Look, he said 50 said it right here. He said, I gotta bust a date. He goes 50 in PIMP. He goes catch a date, hit the trap, and come and pay the kid. A date was a form of prostitution. The problem is you guys don't want to believe it. Fellas, listen to me. Dating only benefits women today. That's why men today are confused. Like, so how do I approach women? Because dating has been manipulated into you giving a woman and getting nothing in return. And you're supposed to be, why should a man take me on a date and expect to have sex? Because that's what it was. That's where it stemmed from. But women have manipulated you, not me, you. You guys have been manipulated, but let's keep on going. Watch, pay attention.
Not a person that you want a monogamous relationship with. The Money Mindset 2025. Join us if you are looking to elevate your mindset to the next level. Women are using men for free meals to the point in the 21st century, dating has gotten far more complicated. This is especially true for those who still cling to traditional notions of dating dynamics as they begin targeting for scammers who want to game the system. Once again, this is known as a foodie call, and in context.
Now, we all know what a foodie call is. Fellas, we all know that one girl that would try to hit you up when she broke or she's struggling by the end of the month, and she'd be like, oh, hey, let's go out. Let's go hang out. We should get something to eat. Let's go eat. But no chick ever be like, yo, no chick ever hit you with that. So you wanna come to my hotel? Baby, I will leave you my room key. None of them ever say that. They never say, look, yo, go get some food, get a bottle of wine, come to my crib, and let's do what we do. Fellas, a foodie call is a real thing. Some of you guys may be foodie calls to a chick, where she only call you when she hungry, when she's starving, when she broke, and she need help.
It is said that up to 1 in 4 women admit to having foodie calls.
Hold on. Big Diesel said, hey, what up, what up? He go, let me ask you a question, True. Why do females get mad when you literally talk down about the game, aka, and call them out for trying to... So what happens is this, right? Most women get mad when you speak about prostitution, dancing. Fellas, I want you to know something. Women are fully aware of what they're doing. But because you are aware and you're speaking about it, this is why I tell you guys, fellas, if you know a chick just want to be with you for the money, fellas, this is what you need to do. Make sure that she is aware. Yo, she want to hang out? Cool. If you know she's about that life, cool. At the end of the night, I'm going to take care of you. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll put some money in your pocket. Fellas, what you mean? She going to say what you mean because she don't want to feel like she's committing the act. Fellas, when a woman says a man got to be 6 foot, he got to make $100,000 a year. She's sizing you because fellas, she is auctioning herself off to the highest bidder. That is prostitution. So don't tell her. Don't tell her that Mama, can I get some water? Don't tell her that you're aware of it. Just move accordingly. Fellas, this is why I tell you, I'd rather a chick come and hit me and say, look, I'm in a bind. How Coach always says, look, I'm a little short this month. Look, let me know when you can meet. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Look, yo, sweetheart, I got $300 for you. For 2 hours, I got 300. Boop, we do our thing. Here go, boom. Go. I'm not paying you 300 to smash. I'm paying you 300 to go. Go. I want you to go. And see, some of y'all guys will be like, oh, that's tricking. No, you know what's tricking? What they doing to you. They tricking you niggas. Oh, I like you. Your beard is coming in gray and looking so nice. Oh my God. They tricking you, nigga. You being tricked. Oh my God. You're such the man I would... Ready? We all know this. I want to take it slow with you. I really like you. Nigga, you being tricked. Listen. Take this money and take your ass on home. Like, fellas, what? Y'all can't be hurt by what I'm saying. Y'all cannot get hurt by what I'm saying. But let's keep going. I'm gonna let Coach cook.
Call dates. Okay? Foodie call dates. On a questionnaire, foodie call frequency. All right, dark triad, gender role beliefs. They believe that men should take women out to restaurants as a first date. It says right here, between a quarter and a third of respondents admitted to having engaged in at least one foodie call. And not surprisingly, those who have done so also view themselves as socially acceptable. I've been having this conversation with you today. It is the good girls that manipulate and game the system, the ones that say they're honest and they're liars. They believe it's socially fine, they're socially acceptable to take men on dates for food.
Fellas, that's the only reason why these chicks is doing it. Because it's become socially acceptable for a woman to take a, hey, what are you doing today? We should hang out. So she's telling you we should hang out, but yet you paying. Fellas, listen to me. Tell me if this shit makes sense. I need one of you niggas in the comment section. Tell me where the fuck does this make sense? Hey, you wanna hang out? Hey, what are you doing today? Fellas, where does it make sense? Somebody tell me where does it make sense that you are chasing a woman to take her out on a date for you to spend your money. Yo, come hang with me because I want to spend this money on you. What fucking planet? Fellas. Try not to get upset. I'm trying to calm down. Fellas, that shit makes no sense. Why are you chasing a woman to take a woman out so you could spend your money? Fellas, you are the prize. You sit back. She should be looking for, yo, when can we hang out? I'm free this week I'm not free. I'm not free this week. And don't you ever, fellas, if you doing something and a chick want to hang out, bitch, I'm doing something. I'll see you on the next time you available. That's the only way women are going to respect your time. Fellas, what is wrong with saying, fellas, like me, I'm always on the clock. My wife can't stand that shit. I'll be like, well, we on the clock. Like right now, I got to go somewhere in about 35 minutes. Ready, hear me out. I'm one to be like, I bet. I got 2 hours for you today. We can hang out from 3:30 to 5:30. On 5:30, I'm hitting the road. I got something to do. Take it or leave it. Oh man, I wanted to hang with you. Listen, the next time let me look at my schedule. I got 3 hours for you next Thursday night from 7 to 10. The problem is you guys are so thirsty to smash women that she'll be like, I'm free today. And you'll be like, yeah, okay. I'm not free today. I'm not free today. I'm free tomorrow. Or sometimes, he said facts, Unc. I'm only speaking facts. And sometimes you can do this shit. Hey, what's up, boo? Look, me and a few of the guys, we're gonna go shoot some guns and just like go ride some banshees. You wanna come? Oh my God, I'm not available. I so would love to come. So you're not available? All right, I'll speak to you next time. Click. Fellas, a woman is supposed to manipulate her time to be with you, not the other way around. Now, I'm not saying once you guys are together and she's shown you who she is, oh yeah, you're gonna bend. You're gonna bend. Then now it's more of you guys bending towards each other. It's different. He goes, can't be acting excited. That's the problem with a lot of these guys. Fellas, hear me out. The more beautiful studies show, the more hot the woman, the more you tend to bend. For me, no. She hot, you gotta hit it with the you definitely fuckable. 100%. She be like, what you mean? I ain't wifeable? Well, I don't know that much about you yet. Like, I don't know much about you, so I can't say what you are, what you not. I can't say what you are, what you not. Bruh, I do it to my wife. Watch a movie, nigga, once the credits roll, I'm back to streaming. I'm back to work. Fellas, every moment counts, but people get mad because you about your business. It is what it is. I'm gonna keep letting Coach cook.
Right? They're like, hey, look, I'm not a bad woman. I'm not a bad person. It's socially acceptable to just use a man for food but not really be interested in him. And then lead them down the line. 1, 2, and 3 dates, 4 dates. These are the fucking lying women that I'm talking about. Not the whores. Not the 304s. It's these women that have been associated with this foodie call.
Now, I gotta say this. Fellas, I am 100% okay with the woman hitting me with a toe tag. Giving me that, yo, what's the damage? We can enjoy the night, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you 4 or 5 hours. $250, $350. At least see, those women, real men, we respect them. It's the women who are pretending that they not like that. Those are the ones that we have to watch out for. The ones who are like, court me. You have to court me because I'm a virtuous woman. Fellas, I'm gonna say this once. If a woman claims to be wifey material and she's single, she's not wifey material. Or the wives are wifed up. I'm gonna say this again. All the wives are wifed up. If you don't like it, if your mom is watching and she's like, I don't like what he's talking about. Hey. The truth hurts. He said 100%. If a woman is really truly a good woman, she's taken. Fellas, I ain't never heard, fellas, there is no such thing as a woman who is 30 plus, listen to me, 30 plus, and she's wife material. Impossible. Well, I spent my earlier years getting my studies, and I became a lawyer, and let me tell you guys something, hear me out. White women do it. White women are career women, they're moms. Asian women do it. All groups do it, but Spanish and black. Well, my education is first. I'm educated. Okay. I'm educated. Okay. My career is first. And then these are the same women that I follow Jesus. But if you follow Jesus, the Bible tells you the most important, a woman was designed for a man. If she follows the book, a man is more important than your career. You see, fellas, our job as men is, especially like Anton Daniels. Look at Anton Daniels. I got to use him as an example. Anton Daniels. Remember, a woman's 21 is here, your 21 is right here. It switches the older you get. Now when her 35 is down here, your 35 is up here. So I always tell you guys, if a woman thugs it out with you from her younger years, she deserves your prime years. If she gave you her prime years, motherfucker, you better give her your prime years. You want to know why? Because she could have been with somebody else. But now look at Anton Daniels. Now he's making the money. His wife works for him. Because the roles always flip. But a woman is supposed to be with you from young, and she's supposed to inspire you to want to be better. Because what tends to happen is this, fellas. You're supposed to work your ass off. Work your ass off. Your lady's gonna work her ass off too, right? But the purpose is, when you get to the peak of your success, that's when your woman could invest herself into herself. And I'm not saying health-wise and physical and keeping her appearance. No, I'm saying now, whatever she wanted to do as a career, because you're investing in your wife. Society's told women, don't get married young. You don't need to get married young. Get married later on in life, and that man's going to be there. So many women have found out that was a lie. Fellas, in other countries, especially look in China, women after the age of 25, they call Xingnu. It's called leftover women. They are no longer eligible. They already aged out for marriage. They aged out for marriage. Only here in this country do we say getting married at 2021 is the worst thing to do. Only here. Now, yeah, over here we got some shitty ass laws, so I ain't telling you to get married neither. I am not co-signing that bullshit. But let's keep rocking and rolling. Fellas, man, if you don't like the real, get the fuck out of here, B. If you're gonna be emotional, they ain't my issue. I'm not here for that shit.
What?
I'm not.
Gender role beliefs. They use it against you. The dark triad, the foodie call frequency. Let's go out on a date. Let's go somewhere. A real date is a restaurant. Okay? But look, the gender role beliefs. What is the next manipulation? The best way to determine who pays for a date. What do you think the best way that people determine who pays for the date?
Manipulation 101.
It's the good girls. It's the ones, those are the liars. Those are the manipulators of the dating marketplace. What is the rule to determine who pays for the date? Well, I'll tell you. Because people who are inexperienced, especially men, they're going to get manipulated by this, gamed. And they're going to lose out and be dick dry. The best way, according to the normies, who call this traditional dating, which it has nothing to do with tradition at all. This has more to do with prostitution than anything else. But that's it. The one who invites out pays for the date. Whoever offers pays for the date. Now, 9 times out of 10, it is the men who has the onus put on him to ask for dates. Right? A woman is not going to be like, when are you taking me out on a date? She might say that on frustration. But most of the time, they're waiting for the man to ask. Thus, in our tradition of dating, it is men that are supposed to invite women to dates. So inevitably, if that's the case, are women manipulating the gender roles? As Psychology Today said, the gender role belief that men pay for dates because they ask first. That's called manipulation. That's why I say the normies of the dating marketplace are the ones that are the worst. You guys are the biggest liars, the biggest manipulators. Because when you go to a 304, it's straight up sex, money, sex, no money. You can negotiate right away. Slide through. She says no. She doesn't like you. You basically know where you stand. With this approach, you don't know where you stand, but you don't realize you're getting manipulated. Okay, the restaurants have served as the pimps of the dating marketplace for 50, 70 years. They're the pimps, right? They're the middleman. That's where you establish the relationship. It's like going to a brothel. The brothel is the middleman to the whores, all right? The restaurants are the middleman to the girl, okay? Whether you're going to have sex or not. But men totally intend to have sex when they go on dates. They won't turn it down. You're not going to hear a man say, well, I was waiting for the second date, honestly. No, he wants to go get laid. So men have used restaurants as brothels, all right, to impress the woman and spend money, and hopefully she drops her drawers, all right? So women know that, and they prey upon man. Okay, you need to take me out. You need to go here. If you take me out, I'll be good to you. And then she can renege. She can go back and say, oh, not tonight. Or I'm on my period. By the way, ladies, if you go out with a man on your period, you're a piece of shit.
Right.
Because you know what time it is. You know what time it is. If any man believes that a woman's on her period, when you take her out, you're a fucking idiot. All right? So she's lying again, using her period as a means to not give you no pussy. Well, baby, I run red lights. Come on, Var. Let's put on a towel. Is it bloody? I like it bloody. I'm a medium rare type of guy. All right, I've been married before. I fucked on women on her period. So they'll use that as a source of lying and manipulating to get out of having sex. But when do they tell you that? When do they tell you that? Before the date? No.
No.
During the date? No.
No.
They tell you that after their belly is full and you're like, are you coming over? Oh, I'm on my period. Or when you're in the car making out. Oh, I'm on my period. This is the lying and manipulation that I talked about. I clearly been talking about this the entire stream. This is why men have stopped dating. So let's go back to the original video to give context.
Now it's a fact. This is a fact. Because men know, fellas, men understand that dating is prostitution. Fellas, if you go get a haircut to go on a date, you spent money to impress a woman, that's prostitution. You bought them new jeans to impress her, that's prostitution. Fellas, I want you guys to understand something. But now women have manipulated it like, we gotta get to know each other. Fellas, listen to me. Listen to me. Though I feel the same way, this phone right here is to set up dates. Hey, I'm going to this park for a walk. Do you want to walk with me? Oh no, I don't wanna sweat out my perm, my tracks. No, it's kind of hot outside. No problem, fellas. This is women try to manipulate you into spending some kind of money so they can be entertained. But women know maybe around like the third date of actually hanging out with each other, some kind of, fellas, hear me out. I'm gonna find the video where I showed you guys where the woman said a date with no physical touch, that's a business meeting. Fellas, if you can't touch the woman, if you can't caress her, and especially she's like, I want to take it slow, she's not really into you, my nigga. Pack up your bags. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Fellas, she's manipulating you. Do you understand that? She is legitimately manipulating you. She wants you to spend the most money before she's gonna cash out. Coach is gonna explain that too. That's what, like, a lot of women tend to like wait till the third date and be like, I'm on my period. Fellas, if a woman tells you that, she ain't shit. Why would you go out with a man anyway when you want, fellas?
Text.
That niggas is just scared of the truth.
This is why men have stopped dating. Here we go right here.
So I'm out having dinner with my girl, and I want y'all to just notice something. There's women, all eating there. Women, all eating there. Women. And let's not forget right there too, because they're everywhere. Oh my god. I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date.
You too late, sweetheart.
All right. So this has
She
been
late
going
to the
on for
party.
at least the last 10 or 15 years. And as we say, the normies will catch on late. It's obvious the dating industry has been disastrous. You also have David's Bridal, jewelry stores. Nobody's buying jewelry like that. Flower industry struggling. Babies R Us gone. All right, gone. And they'll blame everything else. It's because of Amazon. No, it's because of the birth rates declining the last 12 to 13 years. The last 15 years. You don't think that has anything to do with it? Can't sell baby toys to people that aren't having babies. You have the rise of the dual income, never married or not married, the dinks. People that industry has collapsed. All right. The idea that the restaurant plays the middleman of pussy is going away. Why? Because men can buy pussy straight up. You can go on Instagram. You can go on any of these websites. We can just go get it. And it's going to be way cheaper and way easier than to go out listening to this broad and then come out say I'm on my period or I don't sleep on the first date. They'll tell you all of that shit after they ate and drank up all the drink and ate up all the dessert. All right. And then they just going to pull the plug and pull the rug under you. And then what do? After the third date, second date, then all of a sudden it's time to come over. Hey, come over. Okay, they schedule with you. Soon as it's time to give up the ass, oh, I can't come. Flake. You never hear from them again. They got their food, they got their drink, they're good. They're on to the next one. They're on to the next one to play this manipulative game. But these are the good girls, guys. These are the good girls. These are the women portraying themselves. And by the way, Psychology Today actually called it out right here. It says these are the women.
Psychology Today. Fellas, do y'all understand how big of a site this is? Psychology Today.
That not surprisingly, view themselves as socially acceptable. They think this is socially acceptable behavior to do this. So as a result, years and years of this.
So women think that it's socially acceptable to take advantage of you men. And y'all guys let them do it? You guys got to be out of your rabbit ass mind. Listen, fellas, I'm taking it down because I got to get ready to go. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Don't be no sucker for these women, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go to your restaurant, enjoy that steak by your damn self. Make sure you swirl that wine glass first. And then you make sure you do it right. And you gotta have a cigar. Fellas, you gotta have a cigar. If you don't have a cigar, what are you doing? You wasting time. You wasting time. Come on. It is what it is, y'all. Y'all already know I'm your host, Michael May. Hear Me Out Podcast, True Hall of Fame Bills, man. I see y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy, man. One.